Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Robocraft, and welcome to my newest addition to my Legion of Robots. Welcome to Sleek, my new tier 10 plasma bomber. The reason why I've created this actually decently functional robot is because recently I've been trying to farm RP for my Megabot. My Megabot not being completely complete, even though it is more than capable of being taken out into matches. I have been trying my hardest to get as much RP as possible from alternate means. This of course means a lot of tier 10 matches and even the odd tier 9 with my recently designed plasma hover, which is doing remarkably well actually. And as a result, I've been trying to make new robots on a regular basis so I can do the daily win bonus. And as such, finally the last as such, I've made this, which is using the new Mega Blocks, the new Mega Armor Blocks, the Mega Armored Cube TX1. Remove the word Mega there and you got the correct thing. These are the lightest blocks in the game, even being lighter than the light chassis cubes, which are 5 kilograms for a regular cube. These are only 3, which means that really there's not much point in using the prisms or those, because you only lose, I think it's 0.5, no, it's 1.5 kilograms, meaning you could make it lighter, but honestly I found when I did make it mostly out of prisms, it actually flew remarkably difficult due to its extreme low weight. So unless you are planning on making a helium version, then that's that. The back's a bit vulnerable, I admit that, because I've gone for more guns. The actual armour itself, you see, costs 3 CPU each as opposed to the regular 1 CPU, and as a result it's a very expensive craft. I've even gone to the regular tier 10 armor cubes here, just away down the front slightly, because it was having the issue of lifting by itself, which wasn't the best. To also counter this, I've mostly got top mounted thrusters to push it down a little bit. It's quite quick. It's not the quickest flyer I've ever seen, and in fact its earlier incarnation was a lot faster, where I relied more heavily on thrusters and sacrificed a bit of weaponry for it, and of course shielding. Shielding is a new addition for me, and actually the current position works particularly well. I noticed that I'm being shot down mostly by other flyers actually. Ground units tend to ignore me, so I'm completely okay with that. That's actually the reason why I decided to finally go the bomber after not really thinking they would be too good in the meta game, if you even want to call it a meta game of Robocraft. But actually, the amount of people who ignore flyers is actually ridiculous, because they focus on the enemy Mega, SMGs and medics so much, they ignore the fact that red hot plasma is being rained down upon them from the skies, which works to my advantage. In fact, I've been getting more RP on this than my medic, which is a ridiculous concept, because medics are so damn good at the moment for RP. So let's get into a match or two then, shall we or shall we not, sir and threads, and see just as we do. I've just realised I actually have more of these lovely vapor trails I can add. So let's see where we can put those, and once we've added vapor trails, we'll go off on our merry adventure. That is back to front, but it'll still give the trail in the correct way, and we can put these here. And then we have 3 left, so 2 here, I guess. Oh no, we've run out of CPU for them. Well, look at that, exactly 1511. We've got exactly how many P-flops we can use. So let's get into a match and see how we do. And also remember, of course, although it looks a bit skinny for a tier 10, these blocks are very sturdy. I think the only thing I really tend to have difficulty with is plasma. A direct plasma shot still takes out things like, it's just yesterday, it's not triforced in any way other than... No, yeah, it's not triforced in any way. I haven't even got round to triforcing the core yet, which I will do now I've finalised the design, so that'll be something I do in the future. Yeah, SMGs and rails tend to have a difficult time actually dealing with this thing, because how strong the blocks are. They tend not to be able to core it out very well. It doesn't really get in there. So the wings tend to stay safe, even the rudders, which are a little bit more vulnerable. So let's get into a match and see how we do. Hopefully as well as yesterday, otherwise I'm going to be rather embarrassed. Back in a second. Okay, here we are for the first match, and there is our Mega. A very nice looking Mega, if I do say so myself. Actually, I like those designs, the kind of towered design, because, I don't know, I just do. Aesthetically, I do like how it looks. Now, this is the first time using vapor trails and the British flag, so this is going to be a bit of a giveaway where I am, but you know what, sometimes it's just that worth it. Now, I do want to be a bit higher than I am currently. I don't know why I'm going so low for. We're going to try and go on the outskirts and hope the enemy on the other side. One thing a flyer should be doing is spotting anyone he can. It's certainly a good way to start the thing. What is that? Is that a medic just sitting there? Well, I'm going to try and bombard it if I can. I mean, if it's just going to sit there, I'm going to try and take him out before he gets back with the main group. In fact, we're going to lower ourselves down. He's not even spotting us, which is great. If he doesn't spot us yet, we're just going to rain down plasma until he's dead, and then continue on our merry way. Continue to spot when we can, and that's not going to be able to be shot. No point in giving away our position currently, and we're going to go down into the depths of the mountain. We do have a radar jammer on a side note, in case anyone is wondering, because people do tend to ask me if I have them, so I tend to tuck them away underneath the chassis if possible. Ooh! Self-righting, now's our chance, even though it is an SMG and in close range, it is our chance to do a bit of damage to the bugger. That and the fact there's a rail. As you can see, the damage he's doing is actually remarkably low considering how close we were, and that's because of the TX blocks being remarkably good at that kind of thing. Now, we could have been a lot safer there and simply raised ourselves up. Okay, Mega there, let's bomb and then drop down as fast as we can, and let's see if we can't get a heal before we go back into the fray. We are so light right now, we are literally floating off the ground. There we go. Back up into the skies, my beauties. Now, Plasma tends to be very good against the Mega. It tends to knock off things in good... Oh, like that, for instance, took out a wheel and 2 guns in one shot. Can we do it again? Nope, because it almost got destroyed, so our shot literally went through him. SMG there and Medic, but honestly, we can probably take out the Mega if we just hit it a couple of times. There's an SMG after us in particular, so let's try to avoid them. Thankfully hit our shields a couple of times there, didn't really do anything to us. Can we perhaps hit the other flyer? We can directly in the face, but it didn't do much. His shield placement was very, very good. Oh, and my shots are... Actually, that was actually a decent shot. I'm going to go with he dodged / he had very little control and couldn't move. Well, that was a terrible... Actually, no, it's a good... You know what, I'm doing okay. I tend to judge myself very harshly in tier 10, because I feel like if I don't do well, I'm really letting down the team. There we go. Weird FPS spike there. What the hell's going on? There have been a few server instability issues the last couple of days yet again, even after the DDoS, or DDoS, or however you want to say that really. I know exactly what it is, I know exactly how it works, I say it oddly sometimes. So I'm going to try and stay low again. Let's see if I can't get a bit of healing once again. There's things a medic. You don't want to be crippled. As soon as you're crippled, it's a death sentence. It's very easy to be crippled, particularly when you've only got 2 main aerofiles. But as you can see, this thing can actually take damage remarkably well for a flyer. Okay, there we go. SMG hover, which can't currently shoot, going to go for him, even though we should have gone for the medic, just because he's not shielded, and we can slow down his healing. Oh, look at that when you look backwards, that's awesome. Oop, being distracted by the glorious Union Jack there, and we are victorious. Well done, our team. That was a brilliant game. Kind of sad it wasn't our win bonus. Saying that, yesterday I did get 5 kills in a couple of matches. 191k though. As you can see, you get a lot of RP currently as a Plasma. It's because you get so many, it's very easy to get assists. Yep, everything there is pretty darn good, honestly. That was a great start to the day. No idea what happened with the frames there, but it shouldn't have come out too badly. It was only a couple of seconds. So let's get into another match. I'm really enjoying this robot. I'm enjoying being a flyer again. At the moment, I feel that they're actually viable once more. Because for a time, unless you were a thruster stick, you really couldn't play a flyer. And I'm not a fan of thruster sticks. I actually made one, so off camera, I made a thruster stick and or what do I keep calling them, jokingly? The ice cream sandwiches, the one with the mega shields basically on both sides, like that and that. So it's essentially all the center is just thruster stick, but it's got like the mega shields on the outside. But they worked well. Actually, both designs worked remarkably well, but I just didn't enjoy playing them in the slightest. This I enjoy playing. I like being a playing. So back in a second with another match, hopefully doing as well, if not better. And we are back, and naturally on the cursed map. Now here's somewhere I've had no luck with my bomber thus far. Every time I've had a bad match, it has actually been on the cursed map. So the cursed map is finally reliving its horror stories for me at the moment. And straight away, SMG, Flyer, AK, and Interceptor. Now that's exactly what I didn't want to see. Someone there. What are you? You are a Plasma, so I'm a little bit less scared of you. Darn, could have been a hit. It could have been a hit, it could have been a contender, it could have been a great shot indeed, but it was not, and that is the important thing here. Can we perhaps take a shot at him now and then back off? Oh, nice chunk of damage to him. He's probably going to shoot us though. Let's keep on the move, keep twisting if we can, and we dodged the shot nicely. Return fire, he did the same, okay. Just keep an eye on him, we're not actually going to go after him again for a second. There we go, he missed, and he's doing the little dance of back and forth. And should be distracted, very much so. Dodged that Plasma, very happily. He's got a lot of Tesla, and I feel like that may have been a mistake for that kind of robot to Plasma. I only understand Tesla on medics, I really don't understand the point of it on other kinds of... Well, SMGs and medics, I kind of understand it on ground. bots, but I just don't understand it with like plasmas and rails. Perhaps as a last ditch defense, but I've seen so many be aggressive with it. It's bizarre. Oh, hello. There we go, there's him. Let's see if we can't do a little bit of damage. In fact, we did a lot of damage, and we could probably finish him off. Turn off our thrusters. He's not spotting us because he's a bit silly. Spotting us could have been a death sentence then, honestly, because... Why did I fire then? I was holding down fire for some reason. That's just... Someone's getting very angry. See, with what they've said in the chat, I'm going to assume it's the Megabot talking to medics. Oh my lord! I keep hitting the ground underneath him, which is doing absolutely nothing. There we go, finally killed him. And on this day, after a skilled interceptor, and everything was happy. Our team is winning, but only just. Only just. Oh, please say they're all clumped up. Please say... Oh yes, that's what I wanted to see. A gift for all of you. Let's move out. Could have seen how much damage I did, but I'd rather just be safe, honestly. He's going to fire and sadly hit. I didn't expect that to be a hit, so I didn't move. Should have moved. I've lost thrusters and weapons on one side, that's fine. It's actually fine. Going to fire again, but not us this time, thankfully. Let's go for the medic. We hit, but not for much. Let's go for again the same medic. That was a lot better. A lot of damage to all of them. We're being a bit... Okay, we've been spotted. Actually, I'd rather not risk it at this stage. There's an SMG on the other side, which is very annoying. He's going to duck in there because he's scared of the plasma volley, which is fine. Hit there. Oh, direct hit in the face. A glorious hit. I love being a bomber. You know, Sunset, there's two classes I love in this game, and I adore them. Plasma bomber, medic. That's it. That's my two favourite right there. I like being a rail. I'm not a huge fan of being an SMG, honestly, but I've always loved being a plasma bomber. And can you tell I'm having fun? That's the important thing. I'm having fun in Robocraft again. For a while, I wasn't. I've got to admit, for a short while, I was not having fun in Robocraft. But right now, with this bomber, I'm absolutely adoring it. Really could design it better. Let's see if we can get a heal. Oh no, there's no need. Let's try and get a heal anyway. Can we get a heal? Yes, we stole a heal. That's the important thing. Another thing actually about this flyer, it heals remarkably quickly because of the lack of CPU. 130k, nowhere near as good as the last match, mostly because of the lack of assists and kills. But you know, still a lot of RP. And actually, there's not much more to buy for this bot. I think to improve it, really, what we're looking at is Triforcing the core. Although very rarely does it come down to the core being destroyed, honestly. I don't think I've ever been destroyed just by a flat out one shot. It's always been just slowly being crippled. And honestly, looking into increasing the amount of aerofiles. Having an extra pair here would both aid our turning. It would slow us down, but it would aid our turning quite a bit. And would provide an extra mode of transport in case these get knocked out. Because that was very close to being knocked out. Thankfully, the shielding and the mega cubes did manage to negate most of the damage. But even so, it was only one. It was like 1,000 damage or so off being destroyed from that plasma. So yeah, we could just play better. Because honestly, we could have dodged that plasma. We didn't. So let's get into another match. Let's see if we can continue our success. I mean, if we can do it on the curse map, we can do it anywhere, right? Back in a second. Okay, we are back. See, that's the kind of design which actually works really well. That flyer there. Let's see if we can have a quick look at him. Flying the American and Japan flags. Okay, so you see he has double aerofoils on both sides. He's heavily armoured on the undercarriage. Has a lot more thrusters than I do, and the same amount of weapons. Of course, he's using the regular tier 10 blocks, which are much easier to destroy, and less shields. But even so, I would wager that would definitely sustain damage a lot better than we would. Yep, I saw the mega there. Could you tell? Okay, there's a plasma over here. I'm going to get nice and close to him. And give him a nice hello. Oh, he's also firing at someone, which I'm really happy about, because that means he's going to be distracted. Spotted and gifted. Aha! You missed. Aha, you hit and completely took us out of the match. What? We're still going to kill you, mind you. I'm going to wager we're going to win this fight, but we still fly. Oh, by the way, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, didn't I? I can still fly without my front aerofiles. Yep. That's how light this vehicle is. I should have mentioned that, but yeah, that's one huge benefit to this particular flyer. I can still fly without the front aerofiles. Because of how light we are, the back aerofiles can actually control the flyer. Not by much, but enough to get us to a medic, so that's something. That rail. And that's showing the weakness of this bot, really. The dependence on certain points of the armour. Hello. Ooh, beautiful. Who needs aerofiles when you've got plasma and thrusters, hey? Hello, Mega. I'll gift you back for gifting me. Okay, let's just land. Excuse me, medic. I'll be much easier to heal than he would. I can't move forward. Okay, I've got no forward thrust. Seriously, guys? I shouldn't have done that because I've got pushed backwards. How light I am. I keep forgetting I'm so light. Please, medic. Oh wow, he's ignoring me. That's fair enough though, that we are being captured. Oh, not the best. That rail shot was perfect. Yeah, it hit me straight in between the shields. Took out my front without taking out any of here, so it had to be in between the shields. That was either the most lucky shot in the world or a crack shot. Either way, we're about to win. That's the last part. Okay. Still got 2 kills. Our aggression paid off, but again, showing the weaknesses of this bot. There are several places which rely on very small areas of armour because I wanted to keep it quite compact. And yet we got as much RP as that long match, so sometimes being a bit suicidal pays off apparently. Yeah, is this section here. So both of these wings are attached to a single block. That yeah. Maybe so I want to splay them out by one, but actually in general having them so compact in there with the shields tends to be better. So he's essentially hit here. He's hit this small section here, which has gone straight through, but he had to be hitting the top here. So essentially, what we want to do is actually be on top of him more, because hitting down here is going to be far less effective, because it has to go through so many mega blocks. Okay. Lesson learned, so lesson learned. Let's get into another match. Let's see how we do there. And we are back yet again. Now, I saw something on the enemy team which kind of scared me. They have 3 interceptors. So, although we have killed 2 interceptors so far in this little few games, I still am very wary of interceptors because they can hit me from the top very easily, hence why I've got the shields so on the top, because I'm mostly scared of air units. Ground units tend to die, honestly. Ooh, look at that, I've never seen that before. A TX armoured copter. You know, how have I never seen that before? One of those. Well, for some reason I have. And my flag. Oh no, my flags are bugged out. There's a rail looking at us, which is lovely. Let's go around the edge. I waited a bit longer than I usually would, purely because I know how many interceptors are on the enemy team, so I'm a little bit gun shy. I'm not really too happy to be right out in the front at the moment. I would much rather wait until the fighting starts, people start spotting, and then I'll go in. Normally, as a flyer, I tend to respect my role and try and get as much spotting as possible at the start. My old variation of the spot did that particularly. When I spotted one of them, all the rest got spotted before I even saw them. But ow, SMG shooting at us. Didn't spot us though, so I don't mind. Could have been an interceptor. There's one of the interceptors, can we? Yes, took out one of its rotor blades, which completely took out the sky. Okay. A gift for everyone there. I love seeing copters go down from the sky. It's a very, okay, I'll let you get the kill, because, well, you were fighting at the same time, and honestly, I can be better used up here. Trying to take out whatever that actually is. Don't know what it is. Is it a rail? It's a rail. Okay, it's a very small rail. Direct it on the back. It's still got rails, so right now if it shoots me, it's shooting me where I want it to. I don't really want it to shoot me at all, but it's shooting me where it will be the least damage. I can't kill the darn thing though. You see, that was better. I got shot from underneath in the same place where the last rail shot me, but, as we saw, much less of an impact. Let's just flip around. Is that a Mega? Oh god, the Mega's still alive. How the hell's the Mega still alive? An SMG there with low health, we can do a little bit of damage to it. Oh lord, I'm the last one alive. Oh, I'm going to lose! We've got medics, I can't do anything about it. Yeah, I'm dead. I am completely dead. We're not going to go down about a fight though, so we could play this a lot smarter. Could be going in and out of mountains, being a bit higher than we are, but honestly, I don't really care at this stage. Just want the game to be over. Oh look, one of the flags are coming back. Spurring me on. Doing a lot of damage to that SMG, but I'm still very wary of it. Wary is the word I'm looking for. Oh, that's when I was shooting a second ago, fully healed. Yet the fact they got medics means, the fact they have 2 medics, in fact, means I haven't got a chance because I can't even damage the medics very much. I really should just suicide because it would be the polite thing to do, but there's something about it. Someone likes my butt apparently. I like it too. As you can see, it's taking damage very well without being crippled. Okay, yeah, we've lost our back. We can still fly, by the way. Just we will raise ourselves quite a bit. Oh, if we hit them, then that would have been a kill. But I think we are going to dive out a kill. I can't really control my movement, and the Megas now got us. Oh, a valiant effort, I think, by Lafrix, but I think in vain in the end. No point in fighting the Mega. Well, I guess we get a bit of CPU, but honestly, without the win bonus, that's not so great. That Mega is like the least accurate Mega I've ever seen. There we go. Well done, sir. You can... Yep, you're still missing. You're still... That was terrible. That was a terrible display, Mega. Burst fire. It's a thing, even in Megas. Suicide? Well, I was going to be waiting for ages, so I think that'll be the honourable thing to do. Yeah, we did okay. We did okay, so I'm not ashamed of myself there. We just lost. Our team crumpled in the middle. We did what we could, but in the end, when a whole team is against us, there's not much you can really do. So being shot from the undercarriage is not so bad as being shot from the top carriage, as we've just learned. I think the best thing we could do is armor up. It's because of the lack of blocks, and I don't want to be any smaller than I am currently. But I like the Megas. I like the fact that we can fly with only one side of us. The reason why at the very end I lost complete control is because I lost the rudder after I lost... Losing these two is fine. Losing these two, as we saw, is fine, but slows us down. Losing this, in addition to either, causes issues. We can't really armor it up anymore either without cutting into the flesh of our robot, so... Okay, one last match, sir, and so it's one last match. Let's see if we can do well. I think we've done pretty well, honestly, so back in a tick. Okay, last match of the day. On the upside, they haven't got many SMGs. On the downside, they have a rail. So this is going to be a bit of a long match, I imagine, with 3 medics on both teams in addition to everything else, and I'm really hoping this ends well because it's the last match of the day, sir and threats. And I have a bit of a track record for having terrible last matches, so let's see if we can at least bring honour to our Union Jacks and, you know, smite the enemy for their foul, whatever they have done evilly in their lives, I suppose. Their foul treacheries to whatever sovereignty they follow. We could follow our allies, and actually I think in this case I am going to. Just to play it a bit safer. We could go ahead, and that would make sense, and getting around them would be good though. I think we're going to go this way then, because most likely, the enemy is going down this route. I find that in a good over half of games in this map, the enemy Mega on that team goes this way around, which is yep, there he goes, which means most of the enemy team are going to be there. Which hopefully means we can get a bit of a sneak around now, can't we? We can be a bit sneaky beaky. Just hug here. Ow, 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 ow. I'm sorry, Mountain, did I hurt you? I'm sorry, me, more like... Look how light we are. Sorry, I'm still amazed at how light these blocks are. I love how they've done the blocks, the TX ones. Even though they certainly aren't worth it per armor, as a flyer, I really do appreciate them. Ooh, hello. Wow, that looks awesome. I'm sorry, I had to. It's in my job. But you look so cool. You're being SMG like heck. Wow, that guy had accuracy of a god. He just hit us at every shot. A lot of damage for such long range. He's trapped down there. Let's do a bit of spotting, shall we? Oh, it's the Mega. That's why. Never mind. He wasn't so accurate. It was more the fact that one shot did a lot of damage. Okay. We are hitting the enemy at least. I don't know how the hell I managed to hit him then, but still. Oh, it's a medic. Okay, let's try and go for that little medic and whatever the hell that is group. Now, he's a bit of a sneaky quick bugger. Let's see if we can hit him still though. Nope, he's going... Oh, I thought he was on the floor. So, okay, going down. SMG shooting us, so we want to get out of that as soon as possible. He was over there. Should we get a heal? Yeah, let's try and get a heal before we go back up. Give him a bit of a gift. A very, very little bit of a gift. If I can get a heal, I'll go and defend. Thank you. I'll go and defend. Hello? Try and be on the move as much, but I'm not going to go away from him. I'm not going to back down from the fight, but I don't want to stay still. I want to make it a little bit difficult for him to hit us, since he does have a lot of side guns. So not all of his guns are actually going to face us. The problem is if he hits us in the right place, that can be a one-shot kill with the Megas. Okay, yeah, that took a lot. That did a lot of damage to me. It knocked out my middle thruster, but we are doing a lot of damage back to him. Oh, we almost completely destroyed him with that last shot. Okay, we was a bit safe in that match. We could have done a lot better, I think, if we actually went a bit further ahead. But honestly, yeah, we got 3 assists. We got 100. What's 130k today? We did okay. We did okay. So, that's my new flyer. I know it's not the best, and I know how to improve it, but I simply don't want to. I like the looks of it. I know everyone's going to suggest very similar things. I won't say what they are, but I know what you're going to say. And honestly, I do understand. I understand that a lot of things could be improved with this vehicle, but I like it. I like having front armor here because I've been hit by plasmas enough times by thruster sticks to understand the importance of shielding here. I like the shape it is because it reminds me of just a regular plane, and honestly, I love the fact of how light and nippy it is, even though we could make it quicker if we were to sacrifice back guns, front guns for thrusters, or even shields for thrusters. We could be a lot faster. I think I was reaching almost 300 before I went down on thrusters because I had, I think, 4 or 6 more thrusters than I have now in the original version. But I like it. I like it, and it cost a fortune. To sell is 3 million, so 3.5, so it's worth about 7 mil, which isn't too amazing for a. Actually, how much is the ambassador worth to sell? Hello, ambassador. About the same, so yeah. So it's worth about the same as a regular, due to the whole CPU thing. So that's it, really, son. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff really helps out me, helps out the channel, and indicates that Robocraft is still a series you guys like, which is always a lovely thing for me to know, and of course will make me do more of the series. So, thank you, goodbye, have a nice day, do take care, and hope to see you next time. Goodbye.